With the holiday season quickly approaching, it's time to start sourcing toys and other products that sell quickly during quarter four. This video is going to be a quick one on the tips and tricks I'm implementing as I'm starting to stock up on inventory. This holiday season is definitely going to be a unique one, so we'll definitely cover that in this video. If you're new here, my name is Tom with Path to Billions. On this channel, I'm documenting my financial journey and taking you along so we could succeed together. My channel currently focuses on Amazon FBA, so if you're looking to start or grow on Amazon, then definitely make sure you subscribe. It is that time of year that people indulge in consumerism and spend way too much money on credit cards. As a retail business though, this is the best time of year to push your Amazon business to the next level. This video should be a pretty quick one, but I do want to add in some considerations since this quarter four is going to be taking place under some unusual circumstances since it's still 2020 unfortunately. First, let's talk about how the current situation in the world is going to affect our business so we keep that in mind for the rest of the video. If you've been selling on Amazon at all this year, then you know there have been a ton of issues that have come up and affected our businesses. Shipments are taking longer to get checked in, product is taking longer to ship to customers, Amazon put quantity limits on their ASINs, and there's other issues. This means you want to take into consideration the longer time frame than usual when sending in products to be sold for Christmas, since you want to make sure there's enough time for Amazon to receive it and for Amazon to then send it on to your customer. Normally during quarter four, there is already a delay in the entire Amazon FBA process, but this year it is definitely going to be exaggerated. Just a reminder for what you need to take into consideration is the time it takes you to gather a shipment, the time it takes to send it to Amazon, for Amazon to then check it in, potentially transfer it to other facilities, and then finally for them to ship it to a customer. In regards to the ASIN quantity limits, if you're currently buying through retail or online arbitrage, this is probably not something you have to worry about. However, if you are currently buying from wholesale suppliers, this is definitely something you want to keep in mind when you're deciding how many units to purchase at one time. Currently, it looks like Amazon is setting the maximum quantity for a new product at 200 units. Then, once you show Amazon you have a good sales history, you can then potentially send in more units. Keep in mind, when I say a new product, I don't mean a brand new listing that you are creating. Even if a product has a really low sales rank, has really good sales history with other sellers, you need to establish your own personal sales history with a product for Amazon to let you send in more than 200 units. The other big issue is the disruption to supply chains that we've all been experiencing this year. As I've been ramping up my purchasing, I've noticed with online arbitrage that every product I'm coming across on tactical arbitrage, it is actually sold out at the source website. This can be pretty frustrating, digging through dozens of sold out results, but you definitely have to keep going. I've also noticed this is affecting the handful of wholesale suppliers I've started working with this year, and I'm even having some trouble finding profitable products through them. Now, here's how I'm approaching the unique holiday season in order to put myself in the best position. The first thing I've realized is that online arbitrage is going to be pretty limited this year, so I'm actually starting to source more in-store than online. If you think about it, Target's website is probably accessible by tens of millions or hundreds of millions of people. On the other hand, your local Target is probably only accessible by tens of thousands of people. This difference is going to make it way easier to find products in your local store than online. I'm actually using online arbitrage to find profitable products from these stores, but when I see they're sold out online, I will then take that product, add it to a list on my phone, which then I have for when I go to the store. This makes my shopping trips way more efficient because I'm already going to the store with an idea of products I'm looking for. If you're interested in a more detailed video on this process, then definitely drop a comment down below and I'll make one for you. This year, I've been moving my business to a more wholesale focused business model, but as I mentioned earlier in this video, I've even been struggling to find profitable products through them as well. This is pretty unfortunate because I was planning on doing more large wholesale orders to ramp up for demand this year. However, there's a pretty simple solution to this issue, and that is to simply expand beyond my current wholesale suppliers. Ultimately, this is great for the long-term success of my business because you need to constantly have new suppliers to find good products. Hopefully going through this process will lead me to find some great suppliers that I continue to work with over the next couple of years. That covers how I'm changing up the buying process for products to resell. So let's get into how I'm changing up my shipment process to try and get my products into Amazon a little bit quicker. Really, the best time to start sourcing was weeks ago, but the second best time is now. I've been thinking about quarter four since early September, but with all the issues I mentioned earlier, I had to change up my game plan, and so that's what I'm going to go over now. Normally, when shipping products in Amazon, I wait till I have a couple hundred units ready to go before I send in a shipment. Currently though, I'm sending in multiple smaller shipments more frequently, so that way I can ensure I have a constant flow of products going into Amazon. This ensures I then have a constant flow of products going active and selling. This means I'm shipping out smaller orders of about 100 units instead of creating larger shipments of 400 or 500 units. While this is definitely more work, it is completely worth it to have that constant flow I was mentioning. There's also the possibility of doing FBM or fulfillment by merchant during Q4, but Amazon does set some rules for that during the holiday rush. I haven't seen them put out those rules yet for this year, but I do know based on previous years that they require you to have a number of FBM orders under your belt before they'll allow you to do it during Q4. This means you want to start selling via FBM now so that we can keep doing it through the rest of the year. So I realized while editing this video that I completely dropped the ball and I actually missed the email from Amazon telling us the holiday requirements. I'll put this up on the screen so you can read it as well, but you'll notice the second line that you have to have 25 seller fulfilled orders from August 15th to October 14th. Meaning unfortunately at this point it is pretty much too late unless you've already done those 25 seller fulfilled orders. Also on these requirements, you must have at least one sale on Amazon prior to September 1st, but it does not need to be specific to toys and games. Your pre-fulfillment cancel rate must be no greater than 1.75%. Now, the pre-fulfillment cancel rate only applies to people doing FBM since Amazon's handling the shipment for your FBA orders. Your late shipment rate must be no greater than 4%, again applying to FBM orders, and your order defect rate must be no greater than 1%. So at this point, you must have done 25 seller fulfilled orders and met these metrics that Amazon is putting in this email, and then you could sell FBM through the rest of the year. If you haven't met any of these requirements or haven't met a single one, then you are not going to be able to sell FBM during Q4. So with that little bit of extra information, let's go back to the original video. As I mentioned previously, I'm starting to use new wholesale suppliers for the rest of the year. When placing wholesale orders with these suppliers, I'm going to be placing smaller orders like I was mentioning with my other shipments. So instead of buying one $5,000 wholesale order like in this video, I'm going to be instead breaking that out to multiple suppliers. This way I have multiple suppliers sending in multiple shipments to different Amazon facilities all at the same time. Between the wholesale orders and my own shipments that I'm sending in, I'll have products just constantly getting into Amazon and being ready to sell. If you want to find some of your own wholesale suppliers, then definitely check out this video I did up here. Once you find those wholesale suppliers and you're ready to send in your shipment directly to Amazon, then definitely check out this video down here. Please remember to drop a like on this video so the YouTube algorithm starts recommending me to other people. Don't forget to subscribe and comment down below. As always, thanks for watching.